CBN News obtained a rare look at the Israel Defense Forces getting ready for the Iranian-backed group Hezbollah. We rode along the border with two IDF combat officers. And if you listen closely, you can hear the sound of protection being created in this rugged terrain. This UN flag behind me represents the international border. On the other side of the fence is Lebanon. I'm standing in Israel, and the Israel Defense Forces have built a barrier, maybe 15 to 20 feet high, to protect against Hezbollah infiltrations.
First of all, it gives us an observation point to see better. On the other hand, it gives us better protection. Today, if a person runs toward the barrier to cross it, he can't run easily. He needs to stop for a moment or two. That gives us enough time to react.
They know their enemy.
We know the other side isn't innocent. We're searching for the points that are unseen, where they can get in. And because of this, we are working on the entire barrier, not on a specific point.
Up here on the border, the enemy is always a clear and present danger. Just about a mile away from here is a Lebanese Shiite village, most likely a Hezbollah stronghold. And one more sign of the Hezbollah presence here on the border, just beyond the fence there, you can see the yellow Hezbollah flag.
Right here, there is an Israeli community called Shetula. We see that the community is close to the security fence. We are the line of defense, so we built a kind of wall that can be close to the community. We know that the intention of Hezbollah is not only to look for military targets. His goal is to harm every Israeli. It doesn't matter if it's a child, or a man, or an elderly person. Their goal is to harm Israelis, whether civilians or military personnel. Because of that, we protect civilians and also military personnel, because the goal of the military is to protect the state.
This is where the last war began. This memorial marks the site of a Hezbollah ambush in 2006. They kidnapped 2 soldiers and killed 3. And this incident marks the beginning of the Second Lebanon War.
Hezbollah picked this spot because it's a dead area with no cell phone reception. They know the area well. They did follow up, and we also broadcast their clip on the news where we see the kidnapping. They collected intelligence on us.
Israeli leaders back in Jerusalem are also aware Hezbollah is thinking about the next war.
Hezbollah is planning in its next war to cross the border, to go on the offensive. We have to be prepared for that as well. They're trying to take a town captive, something like this. We have to be prepared for that.
Hezbollah has posed, as Israel's leading military officials have said, a strategic threat to the country, and that is why Israel has taken preemptive actions against Hezbollah and the Syrians that are transferring weapons to the Hezbollah in neighboring Lebanon. It has created a measure of deterrence for Israel.
Israel's goal is to stop Syrian weapons from getting into Hezbollah hands. Despite these strikes, Lebanese media claim Hezbollah now possesses what they call game-changing weapons.
We're talking about 130,000 rockets in the hands of Hezbollah. They have not been fired during the Syrian civil war. They're saving them all for us. And they're aimed at our cities. They can hit as far south as Eilat. Our entire country is in the range of those 130,000 rockets.
One more reason behind the need for vigilance here.
You look at the area. It's a beautiful area. Nature, nostalgic. Everything looks as innocent as possible. But from our understanding of the enemy, we know that there will be a war here, and that's why we need to prepare to prevent an infiltration further inside.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, on the northern border with the Israel Defense Forces.